Hey everyone, Pupsker here. Today in Warframe, we're going to be going over Devstream 164. There's a lot of important notes to have about this Devstream. A lot of it was talked about just about theoretical discussion, changes, nothing set in stone. So a lot of this stream was like, hey, maybe we'll do this, maybe we'll do that. We're looking into things. Another thing, they talked about the new Wolf Warframe. We'll take a look at that one. And honestly, she looks pretty cool. We already knew about her though. We will take a look and talk about Revenant Prime with the Tatsu Prime and Phantasma Prime. So that's pretty great. And we will also talk about crossplay, but very briefly because there's really not too much to talk about in regards to crossplay that we don't already know. So let's get on with it and talk about that today. We'll just be looking at the general YouTube video, and if you didn't know, they have a sweet roundup down here, which is actually very nice, right? We have Wukong discussion, Veilbreaker follow-up, AoE discussion, Sound of Stynax, Revenant Prime reveal, Revenant Prime in Arsenal, Knights of Annabaris, Tennotober, Quest to Conquer Cancer, Wolf Warframe talk, Wolf Warframe weapon, Prime resurgence, new Dojo Room, Archon Shard cosmetic work in progress, Grendel plans, Grendel playtests, Call weekly reset, ammo visual change, ammo attenuation, and wrap up. So there's a lot to talk about, okay? And we'll just get pretty much right into it with the intro and the Wukong discussion. I mean, it's really not too surprising for the Wukong discussion or anything like that. They're like, hey, Wukong is being played still a lot. He's being played less though in an AFK, like don't play the game fashion, so they're happy about that, right? Obviously, they needed to cut down how many people play Wukong without playing Wukong, which means people AFK playing Wukong for the most part. And you know what? Makes sense, makes sense. A lot of players just AFK and play as Wukong. And, you know, side note, to the random Chinese Warframe and or Genshin Impact player who randomly DM'd me on Twitter freaking out and swearing at me, I don't know why, but if this is about Warframe nerfs or Genshin Impact nerfs, guys, calm down. It's fine, okay? I don't know why, but someone yelled at me in Chinese in DMs, and they were a salty boyo, so funny times there, but set in stone, guys. Wukong is going to stay nerfed. They like the fact that he's been nerfed and people are playing him less AFK. So that is all in all great. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Next we have the general Veilbreaker follow-up, which I'm not gonna lie to you, Veilbreaker follow-up didn't really have much. We will be having more of these boyos, new enemies right here. I can't fully remember their names. It's like Scrag and Scrack, something weird like that. They were the enemies they talk about, I think later even more, but I'm pretty whatever on them. I think they said they will be showing up eventually, so hey, we'll get more enemies, a little rework there, but I was so disinterested about that one. But we get these sweet enemies. They'll be shown up more, whether that's in call missions or Veilbreaker-esque stuff, but there will be a Veilbreaker 2 Electric Boogaloo update. Echoes of Veilbreaker, if you will. So that's where they're going to show up. Maybe Call will get a sweet little upgrade and stuff like that. But yeah, there's going to be a little Veilbreaker update, the same as there was for Zariman, giving more stuff, maybe like more enemies, more variation. So we'll see what they fully show on that, but it is important, okay? It is important. Next, they talked about an AoE for like 8 minutes, right? And it's pretty understandable what they want to talk about, right? They nerfed AoE in general. They nerfed ammo. They wanted to see players play with AoE generally less. But the main thing they just kind of talked about are what are the main things that they can do for AoE. They talked about bringing self damage back, and they also talked about like team damage. Imagine if you could stagger your teammates and kill them with AoE, or sorry, not stagger, but like kill them. So there was a lot of discussion in general about AoE, like what should they do? Before they had like full stagger, now everyone just runs prime sure-footed, right? So that's just a mod that negates everything. They used to have self damage, right? You could one-shot yourself with AoE, but they don't think that's really a good idea. So they're thinking more like self-damage percent, which honestly, I think a lot of people have brought this up ages ago, 3-4 years ago when self-damage existed, right? We were like, why didn't they just change self-damage to self-damage percent? Like, so you can't one-shot yourself, but you can maybe like chunk yourself a quarter HP, 10% HP, right? I don't know, the AoE discussion's weird. It's because like, hey, yeah, they understand things need to get worked around, things need to get fixed up, ammo around certain weapons may be too messed up, might be needing higher, might be needing lower, but a lot of what they were talking about is just theory, like just, hey, what should we do? Maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that. This looked better, this looked worse. So it was a really weird discussion, and yeah, I mean, it was good though, not bad at all. It's just like they don't fully know what they want to do with a lot of things, and that's the struggle there. Then for Sounds of Stynax, it's literally just Sounds of Stynax. So it doesn't matter. Go listen to it if you want, if you're curious about the audio. But here we have ya boy, Revenant Prime reveal trailer. I'll throw on audio for this one. Look at it. My God. Beautiful. Seething. Oh God. Oh, so good. So as you can see, Revenant Prime, beautiful. Tatsu Prime, oh my God. Phantasm Prime, look at that boy, looks absolutely amazing. So this is like one of the big things that everyone was actually excited for. No shock there. It's all about your boy, Revenant Prime. He was the big poster boy of the stream, so it's no shock there. One of the most, if not the most invincible Warframe in the entire game is now having a Prime. So now he'll get to Reeve, he'll get to be invincible even longer. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Revenant Prime. So you'll be able to get the Vitala Prime, Aramis Prime Sidona, glyphs, boosters. Boom, October 5th, next week. Wednesday, right? Let's double check the scoreboard on that one. The 5th is indeed October, Wednesday. Boom! So if you get that, nice. As always, sub, like, all that jazz. Check out the social medias. I was streaming on YouTube and Twitch, so that was nice. But God, so much stuff. So much stuff. And they, of course, take a look at Revenant Prime in the arsenal. If you're curious about the general stats on him, there you go. Armor, energy, health. Revenant Prime looks cool, right? You can't be mad at that. Definitely can't be mad. They did a little rando fashion framing, and eventually, you know, not too bad. Made it look really nice with random. I agree, they did a good job. There's a lot of randoms that turned out pretty good. But hey, they also go over the Phantasm and the Tatsu Prime stats, and it's a little weird. The Phantasm has like there's like what, 1/4 of the ammo as the regular Phantasm Prime, right? But it has 8% more crit, so I don't know. Phantasm, cool, awesome. Phantasm Prime should be better. Hopefully it doesn't get too big of an ammo nerf. Tatsu Prime looks cool, awesome, nice stats, yeah. But I think people hate and know that the stance on two-handed Nikanas are dog right now, so they need to give it a new stance if they want it to be better. There's not enough like forward momentum and pushing forward for the dual-handed Nikana stance to be like anything worthwhile right now. I think that's the issue. Nice, that was a good bug. Just freaking out in the air there. I like that. That's how I want to come into Warframe every single day. So no shock, they're bringing back Knights of Nabarus, okay? No shock there. There's new stuff like, yeah, Haunted Interior looks amazing, okay? This is going to be my new 24/7 interior. They have the Jack O Knot statue, and then regular stuff like those sweet, sweet wings. As you can see, the Jack O Knot statue is awesome, but they have the Knights of Nabarus like cosmetics wings, and those are really important. Where are they? Oh God, Knights of Nabarus ephemera blueprint there. They showed the wings. I'm just like really bad at jumping around in spots here, but that's fine. They have the big spooky wings, so get those. Noctilus ephemera, Spinneret ephemera. There's a lot of good stuff. The Sheev, right? Woo! So Knights of Nabarus will be coming back. That's nice, right? They have 10 October, which is like each day do spooky prompt lists. This is for artists. That's the prompt list. This is a week we have Quest to Conquer Cancer. That is the Warframe charity cancer stream event, etc. We get goodies, loot, and we get to donate and raise money for cancer. So that is good. That is good. And that is, boom, the next thing we talk about, Quest to Conquer Cancer. There you go. That's the kickoff stream. Oh geez. So all the art for that 1 week will be actually, okay, so the art for that 1 week will be Quest to Conquer Cancer themed, but the Quest to Conquer Cancer starts October 3rd and ends in October 31st. Okay, I totally forgot how they did all of that because my brain doesn't work anymore. Feels bad, man. But that's how that will go. So all in all, not a bad time, not a bad time. Get a bunch of goodies, loot, like look at that, new ephemera, oh my, signed Donnas, boom. Beautiful, and there's goodies. There is a new floof, look at it, look at the chonky boy floof. They showed it off, chonky boy. The one that Danielle's holding, chunky boy. So there's a new Quest to Conquer Cancer floof, I will be buying one, chunky boy. I think that's like a little saga, I think, but I can't fully remember. Maybe it's something else. But yeah, look at the little chonky boy. So more chonky boy. Kickoff stream all month. Warframe plus creators plus community team streams. Yeah, new charity merch plus reward tiers. Cool. So general good stuff there, right? 10 out of 10. We'll get free loot. We get to raise money in the Quest to Conquer Cancer. So yep. Wolf Warframe talk. So we are getting the Wolf Warframe, the female Wolf Warframe that everyone's acting up about. These are just color sketches and color matches that they had for the Wolf Warframe. Let me know what you think. I think I like these three. I really like the more grayscale, darker tone ones, but I also really like this one. I like a lot of them depending on when I'm looking at them. 9 also looks really cool. So a lot of these color scales or color sets I like, but they kind of want to do the thing with your girl Wolf Warframe. Nice. Where we get to choose and pick out maybe what it looks like. That was the final rendition look of it, right? Really nice, really nice. But when are they going to show it? There are a bunch of different color matches for this version of the Wolf Warframe, and they're going to want us to choose a color out of one of those. They're kind of goobers and showing all of them, but eventually they do, like later on. So eventually, yeah, there's a lot of different colors for the Wolf Warframe, and they kind of want us to choose what those would be. If I go to the thumbnail of this stream, like no joke, the thumbnail of the stream is like all of the Wolf's Warframes right there. And yeah, they're gonna want people to pick out the full color out of that, right? So that's what the full render looks like in all its glory, and this is like a lot of the colors we want to look at. So I don't know, we'll have to wait and see what everyone ends up picking. Go to the forums and yell about that if you want as well. Boom, now we have your girl, the weapons for the Wolf Warframe. Look at all of these weapons. I don't know what you'd pick, but the one that was picked was pretty much 4. I think I like 5 a lot too, but 5 is more of just a scythe, and I think they're going for like scythe axes. I like 5 a lot. 4, I think, is what they said they did go with, though. But I don't know. I like a lot of them. So then we see it, and it's like, boom! Nice. I mean, that's a weapon right there. That is a weapon. So it looks like more like a normal weapon. For sure. Not like a wolf spiky weapon like this. These ones all seem to incorporate, like, wolf faces. Where it's just like, oh, like, okay. But I don't know if this is going to be the full render by the end of it, so I can't fully remember, even though it's like, okay. Either way, it's cool. So then we had Prime Resurgence. Next one's going to be Valkyr Prime and Saren Prime. That is all in all lovely, but it's going to swap over. I think they said like November 3rd. So starting October 3rd, they're like, yeah, I know. Prime Resurgence, a little bit over a month this first rotation, but that's just because they're getting it started. So these two are swapping in November. Expected November, I think they said 3rd, but I could be wrong. Prime Resurgence returns, monthly rotation. Saren and Valkyr Prime arrive. Yeah, November 3rd. Quality of life access improvements to visit Varzia. I added to drop tables. Woo! Quapog. Yeah, so I mean, like, swapping out Prime Resurgence, that's cool. Echoes of Veilbreaker. Venkra and Sprog rework. Those were the characters early on that I couldn't remember the names of. The Venkra and Sprog rework. That is it. Pog. There's going to be dojo rooms, weapon skins, drifter warframe armor, new landing craft, the Scout. Scout. So, I mean, that's cool. You may have seen it if you like notice when she flew down, or maybe we'll notice it later. But the new dojo room itself is actually amazing. It's very beautiful. If anyone wants to join the Corgi Cult Dojo clan on PC right now, feel free to join. Just throw your PC name on in the Discord, or hey, ask for an invite when I'm live streaming one day. But look at that, it's beautiful. And this should, was it, oh, is that the ship? There's the ship. That's the beautiful ship. It's like the little call ship, right? Little call boy ship. So that is that's gonna be that. Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. So that's the dojo room. This is work in progress. Archon shards as cosmetics, which I think everyone said and agreed with midstream. And the second we all saw these, right? They were like, we need these as a cosmetic for your Warframe so that we can visually see which Archon shards we have in them, and because it looks badass. And they're going to be doing that. I imagine it'll apply the same as you like apply a glyph, right? You just, or sigil, glyph, sigil. You just put it on the Warframe and slide around for where you want it to be. And then maybe they'll have a slider for how much you want it to go in the Warframe, you know, the forward, back, left, right sliders, right? So and then you can finalize the position, but we'll have to see. Either way, looks awesome. I wanted this. I think we all wanted this. I can't be mad at this. It's exactly what I wanted. Grendel plans. I think they had like a brief talk about Grendel and they want to like rework Grendel, but yeah, people are kind of yelling about, oh, rework Grendel, not rework things like Hydroid, lol. Maybe Loki? I don't know. There's a lot of Warframes that people could in theory, and Warframe could in theory rework these days. But they're like, yeah, they're gonna like do a little touch up on Ureli and do a little rework on your boy Grendel. So that, I mean, that is pretty big news. Call it what you will, but it is pretty big news, okay? I think the next thing they have is, yeah, crossplay tests. They said, you know, if you may have noticed, you can enable crossplay. There was a PC to Xbox crossplay test, and it went just about as well as you would expect. The PC to Xbox crossplay test dropped out of nowhere. They're going to do more PC to Xbox crossplay tests, or at least another one, and that is also going to drop randomly out of nowhere. Reason being, they don't want to overload anything, right? They just want it to like be enabled. They want to get their data and then they want to turn it off, right? They don't want to overload the servers, don't want to overload anything. This randomly dropped at like, what was it? Maybe 10 a.m., 9 a.m., 11 a.m. ET. It just dropped randomly, enabled for 30 minutes, and Xbox and PC Tenno could talk in region chat. It was sweet. I was talking with your boy Blitz. We were talking on, he was on Xbox, I was on PC. He eventually joined up the stream chat and I said hi. It was awesome. We could talk with Xbox Tenno on PC. And we could also invite them to games and play if it didn't crash really pretty much instantly. So, you know, work in progress, but crossplay is in the works. Crossplay needs to come out first before they do cross save, and then before they do mobile. Most likely that's the order. They need crossplay to come out first, then cross save will come out. So stop asking about crossplay, cross save. Crossplay will come out first, then cross save, okay? That's the order. That's always been the order, and I don't know why people don't know that. So until crossplay comes out, stop asking about cross save, and probably stop asking about mobile either, because let's be real here, until crossplay and cross save are out, mobile's not coming out. So expect that, right? Just stop it, guys. It's fine. It's fine. That's what happened. They'll do more PC, Xbox tests. Sweet. Next, they have the like call weekly reset. Calls mission, it's all resetting on Sunday to get things back in order, so nothing changed there really. They're having an ammo visual change. Like that's pretty cool, right? Like look at that. Boom. Looks pretty cool overall. The next one they call ammo attenuation, but honestly, I think they just straight up talk about damage attenuation again for like a while. And it's the same stuff. It's like, hey, we might introduce and are thinking that it's probably a good idea to introduce with AoE self-damage, but with a percent, so you can't just one-shot yourself. Again, pretty good idea. A lot of us assumed and talked about this years ago because it made more sense. But now they're thinking of doing it. Maybe it's a good sign. Maybe it means like, hey, new dev team's actually realizing, hey, we should fix some issues of what happened before, right? It's not good that AoE is now just like, oh, put on your Prime Sure-Footed mod and then run your AoE, right? It's like, oh, you introduce something that just forced all AoE weapons to always have Prime Sure-Footed on. So bad game design in general with staggering and how it works with AoE, because it just introduced a mandatory mod. So like self-damage makes a lot more sense. It's a lot more reasonable, and the fall-off radius, they said they'll be more like a lot safer, a lot less terrible. We'll have to wait and see how everything ends up, because again, a lot of this was just discussion. Nothing set in stone, just discussion. So at the end of the day, other than the things they showed us that's set in stone coming, like the visuals we saw, Warframe, Revenant Prime, stuff like that, saw a lot, but a lot of it's just talking about things. So that's okay. It's good, but it's cool when we get all of it, right? So October 5th, Revenant Prime, that is going to be hype. Next Devstream is going to be a huge one. Next Devstream, I think they said, Megan said probably it's October 28th, but we'll have to see whenever that lands. Next Devstream is going to be huge. That's going to be the one where they talk about the next year in Warframe and how everything's going to look. Probably have more progression on crossplay by then. Maybe more tests have been done. More PC to Xbox shenanigans. I'll probably have more videos whenever they drop Xbox PC crossplay stuff, because it was really fun and interesting, and I'm hoping I get to join it early on next time so I can invite some Tenno and we can dick around and possibly kill everything. So yeah, that's kind of all they talk about. Like cool cosmetics with your boy Revenant Prime, but they just kind of talk around, shoot the shit a bit too, and then wrap up, right? That's the thing. We're getting Revenant Prime, we're getting crossplay testing, it's all coming together. I hope Warframe can get it all out in a timely manner, but who knows? People are freaking out about Warframe these days though, but it's in a really weird position. New people are running it, kind of. Same old people, but new, swap out. And the game's been on a small decline for a past while. It's needed crossplay, cross-save, so Warframe's just in a sticky situation right now. So yeah, that is what it is. Feels bad for the Sounds of Stynax, because everyone was like, come on guys, we want update information, we don't want sound. So feels bad for this entire thing, but the sound was cool. Either way, it's a good stream, we got some good information, but it wasn't the biggest stream, so remember that. A lot was talked about, worked in progress, discussion, etc., and they'll eventually ask us more info. You can throw it down in the forums, comment section, like for what maybe we should do and what they should do. But as always, it's a long development cycle and more will come, so keep that in mind. Thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate it. I'm going to go. It's like 12 o'clock. Nice, 12 o'clock. I just got back from dinner. I'll upload this in the morning, and I do appreciate it. As always, subscribe, like, check out all the social medias. Twitch, YouTube, right? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, haha, TikTok. Beautiful. Epic Game Store creator code Pupsker. Throw that on if you ever buy anything on the Epic Game Store, as it does help me out. So I do appreciate everyone. I'm going to go have a nap with my puppy dog. Peace.